welcome back to the Expert Classroom. I'm Miss Katie. Today, we're going to learn what it means to be an active citizen and have a voice in your community. Our expert today, Jess Scully, is the Deputy Lord Mayor of Sydney. She's passionate about empowering young people to participate and contribute to their communities, and about bringing people together through the sharing of arts and culture. What if the future we need is different from the future we've been told to want? How would it feel if someone always made decisions for you without asking you what you want? Annoyed? Frustrated? Misunderstood? Fortunately, we live in Australia where everybody actually has the right to have a say in decisions that affect them and their lives in the future. But what does this mean? How do we become active citizens and make sure our opinions and concerns are actually heard? Australia is a democratic society, which means that everybody who lives here gets a say in the decisions we make as a country. The word democracy comes from two Greek words, demos, meaning people living in a particular area, and kratos, meaning power or to rule. Basically, this means that everybody living in Australia has the right to say how their country should be organised, run, and planned for the future. And the City of Sydney Council are particularly interested in the opinions of children and young people. They believe that young people are the future of our society and play a key role in shaping the Sydney of the future. So, what does it take to be involved in your local government and make your voice and opinion count? Let's ask our expert today. Hi, Jess.
Hi, Katie. I'm so excited to be here. My name's Jess Scully. I'm the Deputy Lord Mayor of Sydney. That means I'm elected to represent the people who live and work in the middle of Sydney.
It's great to have you with us here today, Jess. We've got a couple of questions for you. So why is it important that young people have a voice in their communities?
It's so important that young people have a voice because they're the people who are going to inherit the future. They're going to be the leaders of tomorrow. They're going to run the businesses and take care of people tomorrow. They're going to inherit the planet and need to take care of the environment, hopefully a healthier planet. And I think also because young people have really interesting and creative ideas, and we would all benefit from listening to younger people.
How does the City of Sydney work with young people to create a better future?
So we have a lot of different ways that we work with young people. There are a couple of recent ones that were really exciting to me. We've been going through this process called Sustainable Sydney 2050, where we're trying to imagine what our city will look like in 2050. So, 30 years from now. And we want to know what kind of work we'll be doing, how we want to live, what things we'll be interested in doing, how we'll play, how we'll learn, what kind of spaces we want to build. And so we've been going through this process for almost the last 2 years of going out and asking people. And we've done a few projects specifically with young people, working with an organisation called the Story Lab, who work in schools and they help young people write stories. And we've asked them to write stories about the future. And we've got other opportunities like a young leaders group, emerging civil leaders, and young curators, young people who are interested in experiences, arts and events. But we also just ask young people to draw on the back of a postcard and let us know what they want their future to look like. So there are lots of different ways we're working with young people.
What are some of the opinions that children and young people have voiced that have had the most impact on you?
Young people have given us really specific feedback on when we've worked with them on playgrounds, where they can give us really specific ideas about how people use one place and the kind of activities that they want in that one place. So that's really clear and helpful because we know it's the people from that area and we can deliver that directly. So that's kind of specific, actionable, and localized feedback. But then young people have also given us broader feedback that's more about big picture thinking and aspiration. And that's ideas like young people who want the city to be not just sustainable, which is really important, but regenerative. And regenerative means that we clean the air and the water. So we don't just reduce our pollution, we improve the environment as well. And so through one of these processes, a lot of young people told us they want more trees, they want cleaner waterways, They want more native habitats and biodiversity. They want us to do more around turning waste into recycling and into a resource, and to change the way we consume. So those are sort of more big picture and whole city projects and ways that we need to change our thinking and activity.
And what's the most exciting part of your job?
You know, the most exciting part of my job is meeting people, whether virtually, which is much more common now, or physically, because everyone I talk to has like at least one idea that just kind of sticks in my mind and that I want to think about and connect up with other things that we're doing. Because, you know, everyone has their own perspective and their own life experience and their own ideas to share. So that's why everyone's voices need to be heard. So I think it's meeting people and hearing their ideas is the best part of my job. Also, I get to go to a lot of playground openings and library openings, and that's pretty cool too. I like those.
And what makes you so excited about the future?
You know, I think Sydney has, and Australia actually, you know, we have the potential to be this very lucky place in the world, a place that actually models, that we experiment, we try new things out, and we model what a sustainable and fair, friendly and creative world looks like. You know, we're a very privileged place. We're a place that's very lucky in a lot of ways. You know, we have an incredible natural environment. We have great rules and democracy and institutions that helps us, you know, make fair decisions. And we have actually, despite the fact that things can be really tricky with the economy, you know, in terms of how businesses work and how money is flowing, there can be some challenges, but we're actually a very wealthy place in the world. So we've got to use all of those privileges, all those advantages we have to say, how can we be a great contributor to the world, and how can we make this place as fair as it can possibly be, so that everyone has the opportunity to deliver on their potential, to be who they want to be and do the things that matter to them. I think it's really important that people of my generation, people who are parents now, we need to take responsibility as well, and we need to do the work so that we're handing on a fair future to kids. And I'm also excited because I don't want to put things forward onto the next generation, but I know the next generation are also really capable, and they're empathetic, and they're emotionally intelligent, and they're concerned and interested in the environment and in supporting each other. And those are all really important things. They're important personal qualities and factors that are going to help build, I think, a better future for everyone.
Now, the last one is something we ask all of our experts in the Expert Classroom. Who is your favourite expert and why?
Oh my gosh, I have so many favourite experts. My friend Jess Miller, who is on the council with me, and she grew up in a plant nursery, and she loves trees, and she works on environmental projects. And so she's a really fantastic expert because, you know, she lives and breathes trees. And so I've learned a lot about trees and how to help them survive and thrive in cities from her.
Thanks so much for joining us, Jess. Wasn't that amazing? Have a go at making your voice heard by putting together an action plan for something you feel strongly about in your local community. Is there something you think the community or young people need more of? Perhaps there's something you want to change, make better or fairer. Present your ideas through a short video, report or PowerPoint to get the attention of community leaders and policymakers. To learn more about Councillor Jess Scully and how the City of Sydney are planning to make the best Sydney for the future, check out the address on your screen. Don't forget to register for the live Q&A with Jess on Thursday the 5th of November, and share your work with us and tell us which expert you'd like to hear from next at hello@kimberlineducation.com.au. Subscribe and follow us for more expert content, and remember, experts don't just happen, they learn, practice and share every day.